Yes, the title of this video is correct. Unfortunately, your favorite gurus have lied to you about how to actually book calls for your agency or coaching business. And the reason is, this isn't the model they're actually running. The people who you're watching, they're not actually running an agency, a done-for-you agency like you. So the methods they teach you are going to be outdated and they're not going to work. So my name's Harry. I actually run a done-for-you agency. This is my primary, if not my only source of income. I need this to actually survive. And we turned over £80,000 in July. We're currently on average turning around £50,000 to £60,000, which is about $70,000 to $80,000 a month in revenue, right? And I'm going to teach you exactly how we book calls for our agency. And if this method didn't work, I would not have a business and I would have to get a 9 to 5 and have to get a job. So I can assure you this genuinely works, and it's not something I'm just teaching you and preaching from, 2 levels above, right? This is literally something I do day to day. And if you copy this, it will work, right? So hopefully it's useful. Let me just share with you exactly how it works. Now, the reason why you should trust me is this was my closers calendar last week. I can literally go back every single week. We book a ton of calls. This is all through cold outbound acquisition, right? Close rate around just under 20% at the moment. Some weeks is like 30 to 40. On average, it's around 20%. So collecting a good amount of cash, booking a shit ton of calls. And this is the method that we're using right now. But before I go into the exact method, you need to understand there's 2 ways to do this. You can either do the same way as everyone else, which is unfortunately what the gurus are teaching you. And this is the likes of standard cold email, organic content, Facebook ads, etc. These are usually slow, expensive, and you're going to get bad returns. Like standard cold email, we still run cold email and get results, but it's really, really difficult. You have to be in the top 1% to see results. Now I'm going to show you a system that literally anyone can use. We use this because it's so simple and so easy. Organic content as well, it's super slow. You've got to post every single day. Even I post on Instagram pretty much every day and I'm not really seeing results from it. So it's not really going to book you many calls, right? If it's not booking me calls. Facebook ads as well, these are a little too expensive. I don't really run any ads right now. The one thing that I do though is LinkedIn outbound acquisition. This is honestly the number one thing that books me all of these calls and makes me the money that I do. It's fast and easy, it's cheap, it basically costs nothing, and you can get instant results with the right copy. And I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do today. So this is an untapped method because I don't really see anyone else doing this particular way of LinkedIn outbound that I run. Haven't really seen many people talk about it, haven't really seen many people do it, and it works extremely well because it's not saturated. The thing with cold email, you open your inbox, you've probably got 100 emails a week from people trying to sell you lead gen services, right? Business owners don't care about that. They don't want to see it. Same with content. Everyone's posting the same reels. I post the same ones as well. I know they just don't get traction because everyone else is doing the same stuff. And then Facebook ads, they'll work obviously, but it's just kind of expensive. So this is like an untapped method. Haven't really seen many people doing this to scale their agency, and I think that's why we've seen really quick success with it. So ultimately what this looks like is actually using LinkedIn Sales Navigator and open profiles to sign clients. So LinkedIn, I think, is an absolute powerhouse for B2B agencies. If you're a B2B agency and you sell to another business and you're not using LinkedIn, I think you're missing out massively. It is literally where I spend most of my time day to day at my agency. Is just on LinkedIn, finding clients on there, doing content on there. It's just a powerhouse for B2B agencies. So I highly recommend you get a LinkedIn account if you haven't already. Optimize it with a nice clear headshot, profile picture, and a banner that explains what you do. I'll show you mine. So this is my account. You can see I've got a nice clear headshot picture there. I've got a little banner that explains what I do, and I've got a bio, right? So that is literally simply what you need. You don't need thousands of followers on here. You don't need tons and tons of connections. You just need an account that looks legit, right? Once you have that, then you need to get LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So LinkedIn, if you buy from LinkedIn, you get for maybe $100 a month or so. If you want that cheaper, then reach out to me and we can help you get set up with LinkedIn Sales Navigator for probably 30% of the cost of what it would usually cost you. So we can help with that, 3 times cheaper. But once you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, then we need to find basically a list of people that we can reach out to. So of course, this is cold outreach. So we're going to have to find a list of people that fit our criteria so we can reach out to them. We use a tool that makes it really, really easy to do this. Okay. And the reason why we use this tool, Find Email, is because it helps us find open profiles. This whole thing around open profiles on LinkedIn is literally the key that makes this system work. So usually on LinkedIn, you would have to connect with someone, send them a connection request before you can message them, right? That means maybe you send 100 connection requests out, around 15 to 20 people accept because you've got lead gen in your bio, people don't want to be pitched to. So you haven't even got that many people who accept. And then you message those. The numbers are basically tiny, right? You may be doing 20 to 30 bits of outreach per week, which will not get you the result that you want. In order to get you the result you want, you need to be doing around 50 to 100 outreaches per day on LinkedIn. Now, typically with the method I just said with connection requests, you wouldn't be able to do this. It's not physically possible. However, there is a way to do this using open profiles. Now, what an open profile is it means you can receive a message from someone without being connected to them. What we've seen is around 50 to 60% of profiles on LinkedIn are open. So you can go and use a tool like Find Email to find all of these profiles that are open and then reach out to them one by one or using an automation and book a ton of calls, because you'll be sending 100 messages a day instead of like 5 or 6 if you're connecting with people. And no one else is really doing this. So your messages will go far. You'll get like a 10 to 20% reply rate, which absolutely shits on email, right? So this is what you want to do. So go to Chrome and you want to download a Chrome extension called Find Email. So here, Find Email, I think it's relatively cheap. Maybe $50 a month for a certain amount of credits, up to around $250 per month if you want a lot of credits. But effectively what it will do is it will scrape profiles based on your filters on Sales Navigator and then tell you if these profiles are open or not. Cool, so what you want to start by doing is put in your basically search filters for people that you want to reach out to on Sales Navigator. It'll work the same as pretty much any other database you use, like Apollo, for example. Really easy. Go to, say, for example, geography. Let's say I want to reach out to people in North America. Let's say I want to reach out to CEOs only. And let's say I want to reach out to companies between 1 and 10 in size in the IT, information. In the IT industry. You see I've got 35,000 results there. That's a hell of a lot. Find Email is going to help me scrape around 2,500 of those at a time. So what I'll do is just click export to CSV here. Boom. Let's just say I just want to do 50 to show you the example. Make it do fast mode because we're not interested in these emails. So let's take this on. Let's create a new list. I just call it the date. So date is 11th of the 11th. List. Create list. Boom. And let's export this to a CSV. So that's just going to go ahead and scrape everyone. And then I'm going to show you the results of this scrape. It will tell us if the profiles are open or not. And then we can just target all of the people that have an open profile. Cool, so that's done. I've got my list here now. Cool, so this is what it looks like. This is effectively the scrape that has just been conducted on LinkedIn. First thing I do is just clean it up a little bit, make it easier to view. So let's just make all the rows the same size. Then we're interested in this column here. Open email, yes or no. What I want to do is create a filter and just make sure we only have people that are yes. So boom, you can see out of those 50 people, 34 are open. So we got a good percentage there. And it literally means I can open this SalesNav URL up and go to my SalesNav account and literally shoot them a message, right? Completely free to open profile. I can send 100 of these out a day. No one else is doing this. This will get you crazy, crazy, crazy results. If you get a list of like, I don't know, say for example, 500 of these, that will last you a week. You're going to get like a 10 to 20% reply rate. It's going to be absolutely insane. But that's all if you get the right script. I've actually got another video on my YouTube on how to create a killer script for this, literally step by step what to do. So I'm not going to go into it now, but effectively you just want to make it really, really solid around the end outcome, what they're going to achieve by booking a call with you, what you can offer them in terms of end outcome, whether that's revenue, whether it's leads, whether it's reduced cost, but something they can actually care about. Make it direct and make it short and sweet, and just see if people are open to learning more, right? That will start the conversation. Obviously, what I'm doing now as well is opening up a few slots of one-to-one coaching where I can teach you exactly the systems and the scripts that we use. If that's of interest, then click the link in the description. But if not, to watch my other video. It's got all the information in there that you need to help you. From there, you can actually use automation and multiple accounts to scale this to the volume that we're doing, right? So right now, if we just do this and I just go and message everyone manually, it might take me an hour a day, and I'm only sending, say, 150 to 100 messages a day from my account. With the metrics, you're probably going to book 1 to 3 calls a day using one account, right? Depending on how good your script is. But if you want to scale this to like literally 8 to 10 calls a day, which is what we're hitting right now, there is a way to do it. And you need to use multiple accounts. You need to obviously refine your script slightly more and use automation. So if you want to find out more about that in terms of how to actually scale this up and use this system at a mass scale to hit big numbers quickly, then use the link in the description to book a call with me. I'm taking on a couple one-to-one mentorship clients where I just want to get crazy results for using this system. But if not, this video alone will be able to generate you an extra 10 to 20k a month of revenue if you can actually close those sales calls. This is literally what I do day to day. So I'm not saying this for any other reason other than this literally is our process, and it works, and it books all of our calls. All you need to do is focus on refining that script, refining that offer, and you'll have a ton of calls booked into your calendar. So hopefully this has been useful. Just use this exact system step by step, and put in the comments how you get on, how quickly you book your first call. And if you do want advice from me and help, just reach out. I'm always here to help. So hopefully this has been a good one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.